Good afternoon, my dear student. This is the lecture number 2 on water pollution and control. A short recapitulation to the previous class. In my previous class, I taught about water pollution, parameters of water quality, that is DO, water pollutants, and eutrophication of several water bodies. Now I shall discuss about other water quality parameters, that is BOD, COD, and how would we purify the wastewater and then trickling filter. So BOD and COD. What is BOD? It is the amount of oxygen required by microorganism to biologically degrade the waste. It is the most important measure of the strength of organic pollution. So what happens when during BOD measurement? Now, organic matter react with oxygen, mainly dissolved oxygen, in presence of microorganism, fungi, bacteria, etc. And it produced carbon dioxide, water, and other stable product. COD, chemical oxygen demand. BOD means biological oxygen demand, and COD means chemical oxygen demand. COD is the amount of oxygen needed to chemically oxidize the wastes. In COD measurement, both biodegradable and non-biodegradable substances are chemically oxidized. As a result, the COD value is always greater than the BOD value. How would we determine the COD value in laboratory? In laboratory, COD is determined by titration method using standard morsel solution and ferroin indicator. A known amount of potassium dichromate solution is added to a measured amount of sample, and 50% concentrated sulfuric acid was added into this mixture. And after that, some amount of dichromate remain unreacted, and this unreacted dichromate is determined by using morsel solution. For the determination of COD test, two chemicals, silver sulfate and mercurous sulfate, is used. Silver sulfate is act as a catalyst, and mercurous sulfate is act as it is used to eliminate the interference due to the chloride presence into the water. So now I shall discuss about wastewater treatment procedure. Sorry, before wastewater treatment procedure, we shall learn about poisoning effect of heavy metals on human. According to our syllabus, we must learn about mercury, cadmium, lead, and arsenic. Mercury source: mining and refining industries, pesticides and fungicide. Effects: due to the mercury poisoning, mental disorder, kidney damage, numbness of limbs, tongue, etc. can happen, and Minamata disease also happen due to the mercury poisoning. cadmium source, manufacturing of alloy, electroplating, nuclear reactor, cadmium nickel battery, etc. It destroys the red blood cell, bone marrow disorder, heart and kidney damage, etc. Eta disease was appeared due to the cadmium poison. Lead, mining and refining, automobile emission, electrical storage battery, paint, pigment, agricultural industries, etc. are the source of lead. It damages liver, kidney, it creates mental retardation, genetic modification, etc. Arsenic source. Different fungicide industries, pesticide industries, agricultural industries, glass, ceramic industries, etc. And it creates skin cancer, liver cirrhosis, lungs cancer, bone marrow disorder, etc. So these are the effect, source and effect of heavy metal on human. Now we learn about the wastewater treatment procedure. So for the wastewater treatment procedure, there are three steps: primary treatment, secondary treatment, and tertiary treatment. In by help of primary treatment, we can remove near about 60% of suspended solids and 40% of BOD. The steps involved in primary treatment: first, collect the wastewater that contain large floating substances like old clothes, oil, grease, plastics, etc. etc. These pollutant water, then screening and communication using commutator instrument. The effluent is stored into the grit chamber. Commutator is like a cutter that cut the large particles or large pieces into fine or small pieces. In grit chamber, the heavy materials like sand, clay, grit, etc. get settled down and they can disposal of into the landfill. And then the effluent is stored into the primary settling tank. So up to this, the primary treatment is done. Then secondary treatment is proceed. In secondary treatment, the BOD is removed using a microorganism such as bacteria, fungi, etc. etc. So after removing the BOD, the effluent is allowed to aerial oxidation, that is known as aerobic oxidation. And after aerobic oxidation, the effluent is stored into the secondary settling tank. So up to this, the secondary treatment was done. So after the secondary treatment, there are some chemicals like nitrogen elements like nitrogen, phosphate, etc. are present. So using alum, lime or ferric chloride, we can remove these nitrogen or phosphorus or other coagulant particles. Then chlorination is done, and after chlorination we get the purified water. So these are the steps for treatment of wastewater. Now trickling filter. So after the wastewater treatment into the effluent water, there are some remaining BOD. So by help of this trickling filter, we can remove the remaining BOD. So it is an arrangement and that is made up by rock beads and brick wall. Uh, The depth of the trickling filter about 2 meters. This is the shape of the filter, either circular or rectangular. There are different parts: rotating arms, sewage distributor, waste sewage inlet, rock beads that have the diameters 3 to 10 centimeter, effluent outlet position, and under drainage system. So this system is very simple to operate, and we can remove the remaining BOD easily, up to 60 to 85%. It is its efficiency decreases if we continuously use the high BOD containing effluent. So before stop to this lecture, short recapitulation. So on the second lecture, we learn about mainly COD measurement in laboratory, wastewater treatment procedure, and treatment filter. So thank you everybody. Stay at home and save your mess. Thank you.